Welcome to the channel. I'm Biscuits, and today we're playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, going through the story mode cars, and we're on car number 2. Head into the workshop, and let's order the car in. Alright, so it's a Griffin Tyro, also known as a Mini Cooper. Alright, what do we have to do to this one today? Hi, my name is Joanna. I was referred here by my neighbour. He is a car dealer. I hear that your repair shop has been up and running since quite recently, but you look like a promising mechanic. It is almost annual service time. My buddy doesn't seem to have any problems, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Please change the oil, filters, and fill the missing fluids. I haven't had time for that recently. John mentioned that there was tapping in the camshaft. I don't know what he meant. Perhaps it'll make more sense to you. Please take care of my car. Have a good day. All right, so we have belt tensioner, 2 sets of brake pads, cam gear, camshaft, idler, ignition coil, oil filter, 4 bushes, serpentine belt, 2 spark plugs, and we need to find some parts as well. Oil change and change brake fluid, coolant, power steering, refill washers. Okay, let's go and get her into the workshop and get her up on the hoist. All right, so we know we need to pull the camshaft out, so we might as well start with that. All right, we need an ignition coil here. Pull the cover off. I don't believe we need to pull that off. We don't. Okay. Need to pull all the cam caps off. Work out what plugs we need to change. That one is at 31%, so that one will be one of them. Unknown. 26%. So that'll be the 2 spark plugs. All right, get the belt off. And the front cover off. All right, timing belt tensioner, that needs doing. The idler needs doing. Oh, need to pull the belt off first. The belt needs doing. Idler needs doing. Cam pulley needs doing. And there's the camshaft. All right, so that's the top end of the engine done. Let's order the parts. We need one of those. 2 spark plugs, and there was 1 ignition coil. All right, exit out of there, head over to the computer. All right. Order all these parts. Two spark plugs, 1 ignition coil. All right, that's the engine parts ordered. Let's get the engine back together. All right, we'll start off with the camshaft. So I'll put the plugs in now. All right, cam caps. All right, so new coil was here. Put that one in first. That's the top of the engine done. Let's put the cam pulley on, and we'll spin around and down a bit. New idler. Did it want a belt? I think it did. Yes, it did. And the front timing cover. All right, almost done here. Okay, and that's the engine side of things done. Well, the hard parts in the engine done. All right, we'll send it back up on the hoist. And we'll pull the wheels off. We might go into test mode and see if we can pick up on what we need. Test mode there, we need to exit that, and now we can go into examination mode. All right, we'll go through all the suspension. This gives you XP every time you, each part you inspect gives you XP. That's a good idea early game to do this anyway. We need to find the 4 missing parts. I think we're going to have to do it visually anyway. All right, that's the inspection done. Let's see if we got the extra parts put in. We did not. All right, so we're gonna have to do this visually. Okay, what did we need to do still? We need to do brake pads. Let's highlight those to see which ones they are. We'll highlight the bushes. Rest of it is not discovered. All right, so we got bushes here. Need to pull that one. And pull this one. Right, so the brake pads aren't in the front. Have a quick look. We might pull the wheel off anyway. It looks like it's going to need rotors. It definitely does need rotors. So we'll pull the front brakes apart anyway. Because I think that it might be the front brake pads and the rotors that are the undiscovered parts. Those definitely needed replacing. Head back to the other side. Got a little hole here that we can look through. Yeah, definitely needs brake pads and definitely needs the two front rotors. So I'd say that's going to be our parts that we're missing. And yes, they are. All right, so we need to still do the brake pads in the rear. And we have two more rubber bushes that need to be replaced, and they're the ones at the back. We'll pull the wheels off at the back. Need to pull the calipers and pads here. And we need to pull these bushes. And that's all our parts. So we need to exit that, go into our inventory, and highlight all our parts. Right, to the computer. Want to go back to car parts. So we need 4 bushes, 4 brake pads, and 2 rotors. While we're over here, we'll move the oil drain over to the car because we need to still change the oil. And I need to order an oil filter as well, but we can deal with that once we're on the service side of things. All right, so let's put these rotors and pads on. Calipers. And that wheel can go back on. Slot in and put these bushes in on the way over. Second one. Right, brake rotor. Right, and we'll put the wheel back on, and that's the front end done. Right, now we head down the back and put the rear together. Brake pads, caliper, wheel. Do the bushes on the way over again. Brake pads, caliper, and wheel. All right, let's head back to the engine. We'll get rid of the drain tray, and we need to pull the oil filter off. Where are we? Over here. Parts mount, and there it is. And now we can bring the car down. All the underbody stuff's done. We just need to do all the fluids now. All right, so we'll fill up the oil. And what else did we need to do? Done all that. It's the other tasks. Change brake fluid, change coolant, change power steering. So we need to get our drain tool out and suck out the coolant, suck out the power steering, and brake fluid. All right, let's refill them all. Brake fluid done. Coolant, power steering, and washers. Okay, that should be everything. We have all these parts, all the bushes. Let's unhighlight the stuff. Not that it matters. Okay, oil change is done. Other tasks are all done. Finish order, and that's car 2. If this video's been helpful, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.